Good morning, dear students. As I said that I want to clarify most of the terms being used in genetics and plant breeding. So once you are clarified with the terms, you can very well understand whole chapter by seeing the books. So now you talk about self-pollination, often cross-pollination, cross-pollination. If you talk about self-pollination, this is the case where self-pollination is occurring. If you talk about self-pollinated crops, it is those crops where self-pollination is going on. And it is the category in which up to 5% cross-pollination is also occurring. Like in rice, you see, 5%, up to 5% cross-pollination is going on in the nature. So in natural condition in different crops, which type of pollination is going on? Depending on that, you are categorizing the crops. So as you know, many crops like your wheat, barley, rice, they are all coming in self-pollinated. Even in these crops, up to 5% cross-pollination, natural cross-pollination is going on. So what is cross-pollinated crops? The crops where in natural condition more than 5% cross-pollination is occurring, and it is going up to 30%. These crops are considered in often cross-pollinated crops. Just try to see here in natural condition in pigeon pea, though it must be self-pollinated crop, it is having bisexual flower, but even then in natural condition, because of the visit of insects in natural condition in your pigeon pea crop, because of the color of the flower, yellowish color, so many insects are attracted, even honeybees are also attracted. They are visiting the field, and in natural condition they are cross-pollinating, and it is going up to 30% cross-pollination in pigeon pea, though it should be self-pollinated crops. But in natural condition, the cross-pollination is occurring up to 30%. So you can categorize these pigeon pea in often cross-pollinated crops. Even in mustard, if you see, Brassica gentiana particularly, it is self-fertile. Even then, it is not self-pollinated in natural condition because of the yellowish color of the flower. Lot of honeybees and other insects are visiting in the natural condition in the field, and they are cross-pollinating up to 30% in mustard also, Indian mustard, that is Brassica gentiana. So even Brassica gentiana is considered not in self-pollinated, neither in cross-pollinated, it is also considered in often cross-pollinated crops. So these are the two examples I have given, the often cross-pollinated crops. Then come to cross-pollinated crops. Particularly when we are talking about the cross-pollinated, many crops are cross-pollinated crops, but try to understand, once you are keeping in your mind that maize, see the situation. The male flower is at the top, female flower is in the middle, lower portion of the top. So this is influencing cross-pollination. So you are getting more than 30% cross-pollination in maize. In other crops too, you are having cross-pollination. So these crops are considered in cross-pollinated crops. So you must have idea of self-pollinated crops, often cross-pollinated crops, and cross-pollinated crops, on what ground you are putting them in these categories. Now come to other word, pure line. How much time is it still there? 5 minutes. Okay, pure line. If you talk about pure line, very simple to understand pure line. What is pure line? a line derived from a single homozygous self-pollinated plant. That line is called pure line. Mind it. A line derived from a homozygous self-pollinated plant is called a pure line. Means you are going to say that pure lines are always said in condition of self-pollinated crops only, because you are taking a progeny. Here you can see very well, you can assume that this is pure line. Though I have developed in different way. Many varieties I have developed which are in the pipeline of release. So this is also a variety which you can assume that this is a pure line. This is a progeny of a single plant which I have selected, which was homozygous, and I have served it. This is rice self-pollinated crop. So a single plant I took, I have self-pollinated, I took the seed, I grew it. When I grew it, I got that all the plants in this, all the plants in this generation, all are homozygous. So all are homogeneous. So a line, you can say this is a line. This is a line. A line has been derived from a single homozygous self-pollinated, in natural self-pollinated plant. Self-pollinated means in natural self-pollinated plant. So in rice I have taken this progeny from a single plant. So you should not confuse with pure line now. Now come to inbred line. Inbred line word we are using, just you keep in your mind, in cross-pollinated crop, not in rice. We are using in maize like cross-pollinated crop. So what is happening there? What is inbred line? A line derived from progeny of a cross-pollinated plant by continuous selfing or inbreeding. Once you are attaining the homozygosity and homogeneity in the progeny, that progeny of the plant in that generation where you have achieved the homozygosity as well as homogeneity, then you can say this is inbred line. Means a nearly homozygous line in cross-pollinated crops like maize, which has been derived by continuous selfing or inbreeding. This is inbred line. So you should not confuse it in your future course of study. So this is your inbred line. Now come to genotype. What is genotype? By seeing anything you cannot say what this is the genotype of an individual. So whole genetic makeup of an individual is called, whether it is plant, animal, human being, anything. Whole comprising of all the genes available in that particular individual is called genotype. So you should not confuse it with the germplasm. What is germplasm? Germplasm is the total genes available in that particular species is called germplasm. You see, you should not confuse it with the total genes available in a particular species, say for Oryza sativa, here you see Oryza setabae, here you see, this is all total germplasm. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 lakhs, more than 10 lakhs types. So all together means you are keeping, if all 10 lakhs or more types in Oryza setabae, so you are having lot of wealth of germplasm in your rice. Thank you very much for today's class. Thank you.